Stories from the road. Field of Ben. KGB.
KGB.
There was a time we played a gig. Question first.
Okay, so a lot of people wrote in and sent questions, and so we're going to start with the first one. Are there certain songs that just bring back nostalgia for you?
I think all the songs on some level. They're all written about real events and real feelings and like little time capsules. So
we have very specific memories of when certain things happened in certain songs, like what was going on during that time.
Yeah, and with like new
Winter Blues,
new people joining the band, new instrumentation being picked up by this guy. It changes all the songs too, so it is interesting to relate back to that basic nostalgia of when the song was written, how that felt.
Okay.
Yeah, what was that song?
All right. So what's the first song written by the band ever?
First song written by the band?
Yeah.
I would say Take Me River.
Yeah.
We played
Eric's basement.
It was a Take Me River. It was like we played it, we wrote it, and then it was only 2 chords. It was just like a G and a C the whole song. B and a D. The shapes.
Open to him. Yeah. Open to him.
But it was that the whole time, and then we played it for about 2 months back in State College, where we went to college, and yeah, Rob's just like, this is boring, this is stupid. We stopped playing. We're like, okay. I'm like, okay, I can't fight for it. Like, then all of a sudden, a few months passed, and I rewrote the melody with Rob, and it just came back, and now it's probably our favorite song, I think, one of the favorites. And it's a crowd pleaser. Everyone likes it. It's high energy, so.
it's one of the most fun ones to play, definitely.
Very epic.
Yeah.
Indeed.
That one's seen the most transformation after being an original.
You guys haven't talked about it.
Salsita says something.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay. So what made you all want to be musicians individually?
I don't know. I didn't really do anything ever. Like, I just kind of would sit around and do nothing before I picked up a guitar. And when I did it, I was like, oh man, like, it sounds epic to like find a purpose for your life when you're like 11. But like when I picked up the guitar, I was like, yo, this is just like the coolest thing ever. Like I can do something, and it just opened so many more doors to me, and like kind of made me feel like I could really do something special. And I just love playing music. I'm really traveling around and just doing a lot of stuff.
I'm like touched right now.
That turned around from the very beginning.
Why didn't you like say this like when we first met you? It like inspired me to like write something.
Well, it stays in the back of your mind, but once you already get past the, oh, this is really cool, it's like, all right, I can just do whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
Eddie.
I mean, I just kind of started playing drums because my friend's dad played drums, and he had a drum set up in his basement, and one day I asked him if I could play it, and I played along to the Blue album by Weezer, and it was the first time I'd ever played drums, and it was horrible, but I went home that very night and I asked my parents to buy me a drum set, and they got me one for Christmas that year. I was in 9th grade of high school, so yeah, it was. I have to give credit to Mr. Barrett.
There he is.
Yeah, there he is.
Did it look like a drum set when it was all wrapped up, or was it?
No, they kept it in the basement, and they were like, "We got something awesome for you downstairs."
They set it up.
You know those Christmases when you're like, "Man, I didn't quite get anything that was stellar," and then they were like, go downstairs and look behind the tree. There's a Nintendo 64.
But that happened to my older brother once, Jake, who actually Whiskey My Love is about. He just got clothes for one Christmas, and he started crying. Like, it was horrible. I felt so bad. I wanted to give him some of what I got, which was like G.I. Joes. And then all of a sudden, like, what were the smart Legos? Lego brainstorms.
Lego brainstorms.
Lego brainstorms. It's like these Legos you plug into a computer, they do stuff. And my parents pulled it out. He was the happiest kid. But they pulled it out too late because he like had the worst Christmas experience ever for like 20 minutes, and then all of a sudden he was still crying. He's like, it wasn't even as good. He got that.
Well, I started playing guitar when I was like 12, 13. I don't really think anything of it. I only played it because it was either that or drums. And my dad said, play guitar because it's easier to carry. And girls like guitars. That's honestly
They
why.
don't like drummers.
It's just too hard to carry that shit, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So I just like guitar. And then I just played a lot. I just played, you know, hours upon hours a day. And then I didn't really think about being a musician until, honestly, I met Kalob when we started playing in the band. Because I was never really proactive in forming my own band.
We just jammed.
Yeah, I just jammed.
Yeah, you sucked.
Drank beer and sucked. And then once we started,
Hurt so bad.
He's done. He's done. He's like, over, it's over.
the camera.
So bad.
And then once I started playing with Kalob and people started liking it, I just was like, it, I'm gonna be in a band. And I just did it.
Things just got rated R.
Yeah, and now I'm here.
Things just got rated R. Eddie? Well, I always loved the sound of piano and organ, especially. The Hammond organs, you know, listen to Beatles and Billy Joel in middle school. Like, I want to do that, and I wanted, you know, so my dad had this keyboard, though actually the bottom one I use now, and I just started fiddling with it, and I had the ear, you know, just for listening to a song and trying to figure out what the chords were, and I was like, I really want to do this more and more every day. I'm still sitting here today with just getting better each day, and trying to learn the theory of it, all different, you know, types of techniques and skill set, and it's, you know, it's incredible. It's a really, you know, been an awesome journey so far, and I want to keep it going. So, giddy up, thank you. You KJ?
I never had any desire to be a musician at all. I always had the ambition to write songs. So I started writing songs before I could ever play guitar or anything. And then my dad bought me a guitar for my 18th birthday. And then I never used it. I went to college, and I remember my roommate just saying, we're like listening to like some sort of Jimi Hendrix, and like, man, wouldn't it be awesome to be able to play like a solo? It still would be awesome if I could do that. that would still be great, just to be able to, but that's when I started actually practicing. He made me do my first open mic, which I played Whiskey My Love at. It was great.
What's the first song you remember from your childhood?
Mine is probably Steely Dan, Bad Sneakers. Because my dad's a huge Steely Dan fan.
Big Bob.
Big Bob. And I just wanted to know one song, the lyrics to, and I would try to, and I listened to the tape over and over. Eventually I got them all down, but I don't sing. But I was listening to, it was actually playing today in my house. I was blasting it. Great song.
My two sisters are about 10 years older than me, and they were teens around that time. So first songs I remember really ever getting into were New Kids on the Block songs, because that was like their. I mean, it was just what was playing in my house all the time. So I'd be singing "Stand Tough" or "The Right Stuff" or something. Whenever I'd be swinging on the park at the park, my mom would be pushing me on the swing. I'd be singing "New Kids on the Block." People were like, well, how the heck, because I was like 4 years old, they were like, how does that kid know the words to all those songs? I had a lyric thing. I know, yeah, I'd be Justin Bieber now. So, thanks internet for being so slow.
I think it was a Motown song.
I
don't know.
It was a Motown.
My mother used to play the songs in the car, and apparently I would just like scream the lyrics along to it. I don't know.
Dire Straits, Money for Nothing. Especially the drums in the beginning, just nuts. I just remember that. My brothers and I would do that drum solo in the beginning, you know. Just the guitar comes in, Mark Knopfler. So 80s, but so good. So badass, you know. That's the first one I remember, at least.
I don't really, it's a hard question. I'd say what comes to my mind first is, did Bruce Springsteen do a Christmas album? What's that song? Santa came down the chimney.
Probably.
That's baby and me, Merry Christmas, baby.
Probably.
So it's that song. Told you and
Sounds familiar.
so whatever that Bruce Springsteen song is.
Yeah, that's Bruce.
It's a great song.
Breeze.
Do you have any pre-show rituals that any of you do?
Well, Rob's been, for a while, Rob was like giving like a pep talk.
But it was the worst.
Rob was just like,
Make fun of our outfits
listen,
when we go out
boys,
there.
we're gonna go out there and play as hard as we can. If we she'll see it, we're going to it.
It wasn't meant for.
You got 2 minutes, guys.
To pump you up. This is.
Yeah,
Make
it's,
fun
just,
of our
so it's
outfits.
more like Rob being
I'd make fun of when Biddle was in the band. He was wearing some
Christmas sweater.
Christmas sweater.
That was at Westchester.
I was like, "What are you wearing?" All right, let's go.
You're like, you're doing this, you're doing that. You know.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a ritual, but I get really nervous before all shows, unless I'm really drunk. But like, I tend to just set up stuff. I tend to just like set up the gear a lot, and carry gear a lot. It's
Get
like
ready.
a nervous thing.
I came in today, he was setting up my drum set. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
And he was like, I just have nothing else to do. I was like, we don't play for like 2 hours.
Yeah,
He's like, I just have nothing
you
else
just want
to
to
do.
get everything ready.
That's just like
Yeah.
a nervous.
Yeah.
Just got to do something to pass the time. I'm not gonna sit there and sit there.
Okay. So you all went on tour last year with another artist, and so how did that trip benefit and not benefit the KGB?
It was beneficial because we saw all parts of the country, and it was saw tons of different venues and saw just how larger operations work, and kind of figured out how the music business works in general. You know, we were so young, and we're still so young, but we were still like, we just had no experience at all. It was like a whole fluke situation how that even happened, and so trying to cope with that and just trying to take it all in a very short amount of time. I mean, some of us had not even left the state of Pennsylvania at that point. And, you know, we were traveling to California and traveling to all these other places, and so meeting new people and just seeing how the music industry really functions, you know, because everyone has like an outside perspective of how it actually is, but once you're a musician and once you like are playing gigs and seeing how stuff works,
We got to see it on a scale that people of our the scope of our band right now, you know, it should not be as broad as it is, because we got a chance to see things differently than most bands at our stage get to see them. I don't think there was anything that wasn't beneficial about it. You know, the one thing that like would be said was like we didn't get to craft our own songs, but honestly, we all became better musicians just from playing every single night and just, you know, working in front of every different kind of crowd you can possibly imagine. And I don't really see much that wasn't beneficial from that experience. It was, you know, something that I had never anticipated doing.
All right, so where do you...
Go for it, Arch.
Where do you see yourself in 2 years?
On this bitch.
Not gonna work.
Yeah, I don't want to oversaturate.
We'll have an
ourselves.
album. We'll have an album by then for sure. You know, maybe two. We haven't really thought about a second album. We're trying to pull the first
It's 3 albums actually.
We want to. We really want to record an album.
Yeah, to be safe.
I think that's the next big landmark, because we once Nick kind of gets settled in, and you know he joined last week, or 2 weeks ago.
Third show.
And so
Third time.
we had all those issues with the bass player.
We'll be Jammin.
We had all those issues with like members fluctuating in and out, and so I just think we can record a really great album, and I think it will change our.
Trevor's gonna make that happen soon,
lives.
right?
Yeah.
Of course. Sometimes I'll tell you.
He's thinking it up.
Yeah, look at him. Just watch.
So what is your most favorite song to perform individually? I mean, obviously as the band, but...
Yeah.
We'll start with
I
you.
don't know. Yeah.
Eric's face.
You're 2 in, Nick.
Yeah.
You
I'm
too.
trying to think, because there have been songs that are just really fun, songs that are fun. I think they're all great.
Some are fun, fellas, but they're fun also.
You know, they all kind of run together for me, but I don't know. I guess what's that cool one? I like Timing.
Timing
Timing is everything.
Yeah.
I like that one.
That's
Because it's fun that our parts link up together.
Yeah, definitely.
The bridge is just immaculate bass line.
Oh yeah. It's fun.
Eric?
I think probably either Take Me River or Ricky Tic Tac. Probably Ricky Tic Tac. As of a month ago.
Yeah, it definitely changes.
Yeah,
you like you
does,
get moods of certain songs.
Yeah, it constantly is changing what song's the favorite one to play, but right now it's definitely Ricky Tic Tac.
Mine always changes. Right now it's probably Love Fever. It just sounds cool, it's rocking. But yeah, I used to love playing Winter Blues.
Yeah, actually, fuck that. That's my favorite song.
That's like the best song, I'd say, like song. But as far as my own personal fun, I say Love Fever.
I would say Ricky Tic Tac for sure, but a close second, South. This is a close second.
Yeah.
Nice groovy.
My favorite, none of you said.
Skisky?
No, my favorite's Honeymooners. For sure. It's just, everyone just starts, it's just a great energy of a song, and everyone really gets into it every time we play it. No matter even if we think, we never really play it bad. Like, that's never like a bad when we play it. It's always, I don't know, I just really like that song. I've always liked it. I like all the parts.
So if you could perform with anybody, who would it be?
Like go on tour or play on stage at the same time?
On stage at the same time.
Fish. What's so funny?
That was obviously your answer.
So I would do that in a heartbeat.
Can they be dead?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Fish. Whoa.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Spit out some answers.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, it's
Yours would be like Mozart or something like weird like that. Like Scott Joplin.
I got it.
yeah, I'll play on stage with him. Makes no sense. But
Beyonce?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool. Cool for a bass player.
You kill
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, from your perspective.
Yeah.
Cool.
Eddie?
I don't know.
Dave Matthews. Jack Johnson.
Jack Johnson.
I do listen to Jack Johnson. I don't. Someone else go. I don't know.
Jethro Tull. Or Ian Anderson by himself. That'd be awesome. That's funny, but all that would be epic as hell.
I would say Ryan Adams and the Cardinals.
And who?
I would
Cardinals.
love. I would love to play drums along with Ben Folds. That would be a blast. Because he goes nuts. That's mine. Ben Folds.
Ben Folds.
Stories from the road. Field of Vienna. KGB.
Kai Bike.
There was a time we played a gig.
Burn the bridge and build a dam. Watch the water tear